Yo, you rocking with blog shit and blognem. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications if you're new to the channel. Excuse me. I appreciate all my new subscribers. I have accumulated over 1,000 in the past 2 weeks. I appreciate y'all. More content is gonna be coming. This is not a Maine Musik and TEC channel. I just had to get that out the way. Their beat is the biggest thing, is the biggest talk in the city right now. I'm from that wreck, I'm in that wreck, and so I just been, blogging the whole beef. But this video is a little bit different. I made this video different. Like I made it to give some insight on and some possibilities on what Maine Musik and TEC might can do to come together and make this bread for their fans, bro. Because a lot of people don't even know how Click Tight started, how Maine Musik, how Paper Label, how all that shit started. You know what I'm saying? It really started from Dundre. Dundre started Click Tight, and then he met TEC, and then they became the official Click Tight, and then they had, TEC brother Day and all them other little niggas that was in the midst, or that was, hanging around at the time, and they was all Click Tight, Lil Chris, all them niggas that Casey, all them, that was the main Click Tight boys. You know what I'm saying? And then Maine came along and TC added Maine into Click Tight. And then they became, Purple Label. But they was the Click Tight boys first. And then it was Purple Label. Click Tight / Purple Label, then they went full Purple Label when Maine, when Maine came along. But this blognem TV, you know what I'm saying? It's blog shit. It's blog shit, but it's blognem TV. And I'm an inside source. I'm connected to shit. I get my information, from the street, from from direct sources. You know what I'm saying? So basically Maine came in, they made Click Tight, Purple Label, and then, they started doing songs, and they started buzzing, the whole southern region, Louisiana, Mississippi, probably Alabama, Arkansas, all whatever little southern region, states and cities, them boys started buzzing. They was doing their rap thing, they was buzzing, they clicked, they was clicked, they was Purple Label, Purple Label click or whatever. And they had buku beef in the city. When it come back to Baton Rouge, they still had beef in the city, but they was the hottest click back in the day. This way back in like 2010 when all this shit started. You know what I'm saying? This was 2010. Everybody had clicks. It wasn't just Click Tight. It wasn't just Click Tight or Purple Label. It had buku different clicks around here rapping. You know what I'm saying? That's how this was a golden age. It should have been documented, But anyway, so this about Maine Musik and TEC. So yeah, that's how it even started. Them boys been doing this shit since they was basically babies, kids. So for them to do this soap opera shit, for them to do this old shit they been doing in front of media, letting everybody see they mishaps, letting everybody see they flaws, letting everybody see, where they went wrong at and shit. Like they fuck this, bro. You know what I mean? The people don't want to see this. The people want to see y'all good, getting along as a group, because that's how we seen y'all. You know what I'm saying? When the fans see Maine and TEC, they see them at their best. They see them at their best, performing their best songs. You know what I'm saying? So now that we got that synopsis out the way, let's get to how they can maybe reconcile things. And you start doing tours. Have a heart to heart and let go of every negative, every cross the line, every spirit breaking word they done said about each other, tarnishing each other's character. They can sit down, no, just them two. It don't need to be nobody else. You hear me? I know they had to been seeing my videos because I've been getting too many views. I done did over 350,000 views in the past 2 weeks posting on this. So this the first video y'all hear me, my actual voice, you know. My old subscribers know my voice, but this is y'all first time hearing my voice. But anyway, so yeah, they need to have a heart-to-heart sit down with just them two. Even if they not to the point where they want to be face-to-face yet, they can do like a call, you know, a video call on FaceTime, you know what I'm saying? Just them two, you know, and they talking face-to-face, man-to-man, and they can hash out what they need to hash out, discuss what they need to discuss about their differences, you know, everything, you know, they need to get on FaceTime and just lay everything out on the floor that's been built up over all these years, because I feel like, they low-key legends, you know what I'm saying, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and in the South. So I feel like they should, or even get in the room. Maybe could start off with a conversation. Y'all get on the phone. I'm quite sure they done talked already, but they missing out on a lot by not being together. TC still gonna be him. Maine still gonna be him. But TC still kind of more better off right now, because he's been out longer than Maine. Maine only been out almost a year maybe now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so they should just get on call, talk it out. Get in front of each other. And then after that, they can come up with a plan about a possible tour. And then, they could start touring. All the old songs, man. They could tour through the South. Or maybe they could even come out with a new album. You know what I'm saying? It's so much stuff they can do that they ain't even did nothing but get into it and argue with the internet. You know what I'm saying? This blognem TV, I'm just trying to give y'all some insight on who Maine Musik and TC was. You know what I'm saying? They been doing this. You know what I'm saying? They might be new to some of y'all, little few. Y'all might have heard about them the past few years or whatever, but they been around 10 plus years. They been doing this. And yeah, I just feel like they should just go ahead and talk to each other and set up some tour dates, and their money gonna talk. I feel like, the right promoter come with the right bag, and they'll put all them differences aside, man. Cause if ain't no blood ain't been shed, all that really ain't nothing even serious, bro. And then, from my point of view, bro, it just looks like it's a lot of people in between Luwop and a lot of people in between Maine Musik stopping them from getting together. You know what I'm saying? It's too many middlemen relaying messages. You know what I'm saying? When Dez want to talk, when Maine Musik want to talk to TC, Dez or somebody got to relay the message to TC. When TC want to talk to Maine Musik, you know what I'm saying, YOLO or whoever on TC side gotta relate a message to Maine Musik, and then by the time it make it to them, it might not be the same. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, man, look, put the BS to the side. Hope them boys can come together and get that bag. You know what I'm saying? They stronger together. Until next time, y'all rocking with blog shit and blognem. I'm out. One more thing. Rest in peace, LaDondre, London. You know what I'm saying? Because without him, you know what I'm saying, there wouldn't even really been none of that shit. Not saying none of them dudes wouldn't have started rapping or nothing, but without him, that Baton Rouge Click song that started everything, without him, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't have been too much of that. Blog shit sign off.